So, anybody else want to sneer at my comic book collection? Anybody else want to call me a geek? How about mocking my anime DVDs? Well, anybody want to complain about all the time I spend on the internet or my so-called obsession with mutant culture? Then I suggest you read this awesome book before you even try. See, I'm proud to be a geek. Uncool is the new cool. I'm proud to be weird. I'm proud to be a part of the International Human Army. And the reason I killed Arthur Swift, athlete, moron, and bully, had nothing to do with him being a stereotypical jock. It was mostly because of his big secret. Yes, Arthur Swift was a closet gay, but that's incidental to my cause. Arthur was also a mutant, and these are his X-ray eyeballs. When I join the U-Men and have them implanted, they'll be my eyes. Welcome to a world where the weird are kings. No girl in the hall will be safe from my X-ray. Whose book, The Third Species, was implicated in 2 recent shooting incidents. Solar radiation tied to a recent alarming rise in mutant birth rates.
In a high proportion of recorded cases, X gene mutations occur during puberty. The Olympic athlete who refused a DNA test to determine if his gold medal was the result of an X mutation.
Runaway mutant Martha Johansson left a note written in her own luminous blood. Mutant music, mutant styles, mutant ideas are becoming more and more fashionable. I can see into the heads of every newsreader on the planet. Is everyone talking about us? This is Jean Grey at the Xavier Institute. Logan, can you hear me?
Loud and clear, Jean. Get the hell out of my personal fantasies. You want me back at the school?
No, I need you right there in Wyoming. I'm picking up a strong new mutant signature about 56 miles northeast of your position.
I'm on it, sweetheart. How's Henry?
Take a look. This is intolerable. How dare Charles Xavier leave us open to this abuse? And just as we were learning how to implant deceptive erotic images into the minds of our enemies, weren't we, girls? Yes, Miss Frost. Can anyone shed any light on why the professor decided it was a good idea to leave us facing a mob? Jean, dear, the school is besieged. You and I could unplug their central nervous systems in an instant if we concentrated hard enough. Then they'd have a reason to yell. Let's try talking first, Emma. I think they feel safer when they can see our lips moving. You people, please. Xavier's is a school. Do you understand what I'm saying? There are children here who've suffered terrible persecution. Please, you're terrifying our students with this protest. What is this? All this mutants go home stuff is ridiculous. Go home where? We live here. I've lived here since I was a kid.
You're mutants, right? You represent this establishment?
In a way.
So you'll talk to the media? Are you willing to deny that Professor Charles Xavier is training and assembling a private mutant army here, Miss Gray?
Of course I deny it. Professor Xavier isn't even here right now. And it's Gray Summers. This is my husband, Scott. Do you see any weapons here? We save lives, human as well as mutant. That's all we've ever done. Our job is to educate and protect.
But your own bodies are lethal weapons. Aren't you one of the first fruits of Professor X's paramilitary program, Mr. Summers? What kind of teachers wear leather and Kevlar and high-impact polyester?
You'd be surprised. Teachers who need protection against people like these. This is a school. The X-Men is a volunteer rescue and emergency organization.
Unappointed by any recognized agency.
Maybe that's because there are no known mutants in any of the world's governments. After Sentinel machines killed 16 million of us in Genosha, we felt kind of forced to appoint ourselves.
Genoshan mutants tried to start a war with the rest of the world.
Enough of this rabble. I'm trying to teach.
How many illegal immigrants are hiding in your...
Ooh, good. You sure are pretty. She just made me... Emma, I pushed their bliss buttons, Jean. They'll wake up utterly ashamed of themselves. Don't say another word. Even I wanted to do what Emma did, but it was wrong. Wasn't it? I've been leaving the TV on in case Hank's hatred of CNN coverage shocks him out of his coma. Well, there's John Sublime.
Back in the news after that kid killed a mutant in school. Why are they all going crazy? I tried going into Hank's mind, but it is an empty room. Why Hank? Why would anyone want to hurt him like this, Scott? You're doing great, Jean. Relax. Here. Everybody in the place has the flu, even Logan. If you want Emma and me to check out Sublime, we can go downtown after lunch. Come on, big guy. Come back to us. You say one of Hank's students battered him senseless with a baseball bat. Do we have any idea why? I don't know. The boy's a little unusual, but something doesn't scan.
Magneto, the mutant terrorist leader, one of the millions who lost their lives in Genosha, has become a best-selling t-shirt hero to America's disenfranchised youth. Elsewhere, John Sublime, millionaire spokesman of the trans-species movement, denies that his third species doctrines are behind violence.
Magneto on lunchboxes? Scott, be straight with me. I haven't tried reading your mind. You didn't sleep with Emma when you were both in Hong Kong? No, I didn't. She kept me awake all night.
I pointed out a need for changing attitudes and the widening of the whole man-mutant debate. I've never been an advocate of violence against humans or mutants. All I'm saying is, why can't we be mutants too? Why can't we share the future and become the super beings we all deserve to be? I knew it was you. 21st century medicine says we can. You never should have grown up. Dirty! That room stinks like a chemical toilet since last week. You're sick! Dirty!
There's nothing wrong with me. I'll get you someday. You can't do this. I'm 14 years old. I'll sue your fat butt. I'll get you locked up as a child molester. You tell him to stop looking at me. What's he looking at?
Dear Lord, you gave me mutant babies. After all I did, I gave you my home, and you gave me mutant babies.
She's not what you think. She's not yours. She's not even yours.
She's a dirty infection you brought to the table. Get out of my house. You think I'd want to molest a damn mutant?
I ain't a mutant. What the hell are you? Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. I'm not a mutant. Please, Jesus, don't make me a mutant.
Morning. This won't hurt a bit, you freak. Don't let it get away. We need the wings. We need... Kill it! Kill it! Wings! Deafening! This one could totally take hours to sterilize.
Don't hurt me.
Why should evolution be for the few? The strutting genetic elite in their skin-tight outfits and bikinis. Can't we all be an elite? Sure, mutants have special powers, but humankind has radical surgery and new genetic modification procedures. My book is about empowering the difference, celebrating the strange, and about taking that step into a new world. I was already 30 and the president of a successful pharmaceutical business before I recognized my own tendencies, and those of others.
Sure. And what about your part in the illegal mutant organ smuggling scam we just smashed in Hong Kong?
Your species truly is more aggressive than Homo sapiens, and even quicker to persecute and demonize others. We like to model your behavior, you see, to learn from your every move, so we can be more like you. Even the way you sit betrays an arrogance and self-confidence few ordinary humans attain in a lifetime. But no, I don't believe I was ever involved in the kind of atrocities you describe. I can't be held responsible if certain rogue contingents read my books and decide to form outlaw U-Man gangs, or if they twist my body modification philosophies to justify mindless violence.
Oh, stop wasting my time. We closed down your Hong Kong operation, and we intend to close you down, you greasy little stain of a man. Well, as I said, we use only the latest surgical techniques and X-hormone mutagens to release the mutant within. As for you, Miss Frost, your rudeness is as infamous as your ruthlessness in business. How dare you accuse me of bigotry? You master race types sicken me. We'll find proof. Emma! Broke my nose! Something in my head. Sit down.
You came in here threatening me for my beliefs. You tried to kill me. I had to defend myself. That's what I'll tell the police. See, all we needed to figure out how to make mutants was a steady supply of X-gene donors. Your mutant school will make a fine organ farm supplying the limitless needs of the third species.
Logan, is that Rain I can feel? Our new mutant should be within a few yards now. I can feel her pulse, lingering knots of fear all around her. But she's asleep. No, not asleep. Anesthetized?
Okay, stay out of my mind for a while, Gene. Leave this to me. Son of a... Meet Martha Johansson. Martha's a metal fan. You mutants think it's your turn to rule the world, but there's a third voice, a third species, man plus, and to us, you're just livestock. Martha Johansson was a powerful telepathic operator, a broadcaster of psycho chaff which blinds mutants' minds. Now she does it for me. I control her supply and her little glass body. Would you believe it? You two coming here. This is like a kind of destiny. Don't you think, Miss Frost? In diamond form, I know you feel no pain, but you also lose your telepathic protection against Martha. Man Bell has mutant eye implants which give him passable microscopic sight. He identified the flaw in your molecular structure. Here, a signed copy. Every diamond has its flaw. Yours is your vanity. Oh, you must really hate me now, huh? Maybe we could split you into living shards and turn you into some kind of kinky human chandelier. You like all that weird stuff, don't you?
You will die.
Liquid diamond lipstick. Heck of a good name for a band. Don't you think? Nobody listens to a word I say. They call this one Cyclops, on account of his optic condition, right? There must be some control here for his designer. Woo! If looks could kill, surgery, cut his head off. One by one, we'll round you all up and cut you into pieces, Mr. Summers. All of you, even the hairy guy. Somebody want to finish him off now? You're joking, bub, right? I'm sorry about the mess. I just went red for a second. I'm here to help, darling. Trust me.
Like shit.
I'm here to help.
Get back off of me. I don't need a hospital. Stop it happening.
Acid burn. No worries. A well-stocked pirate pharmacy like this one must have some alkali round. Try not to throw up on me again, okay? I'm the rescue mission. Name's Wolverine. Everything's fine now. When I move, you're gonna move with me, okay? They won't hurt you anymore. Don't even think about it back there, bub. Not with pure oxygen hissing out of your tanks.
You dead?
Me, Tarzan. I do stuff like that every day. I've been doing it most of my life. No big deal. Eat something. You're hungry, right? Angel, that's your name, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm hungry. You still have stuff sticking out of your neck.
Missed one.
Oh, I'm going crazy, like people on TV. What did I turn into?
Hey, I'm gonna ask you people to leave now. My niece got sick, bub. My apologies. I'll pay for any of this.
I am not your niece just because
No, I know what she is. And you too, by the look of it. See, my son was born X gene positive. He was a mutant too, but his body... The boy's body was all covered with thorns, the doctors called them. You can bet that wiped the smile off of my wife's face, God rest her poor soul. It wasn't the thorns so much as the poison, they said. I broke my own boy's neck rather than let him go through life as a monster, and I live with that every day of my life. So I know you can't help what you are, but I'm asking you to leave, and so far I'm asking you polite.
Up yours. I'm trying to eat here. I don't want to know about any fucked up babies right now, okay? Bad enough I'm having to look at knives sticking out of him and throwing up on my pizza to get it right.
Angel, forget it. Your wings are all busted. Where are you gonna go? Get out of my...
Ugh!
Eyes open when you fly. That's what I heard the experts say.
Shut up. The doctors can fix me, can't they? They can do cosmetic surgery to make me a normal human again. I want to go back to what I was, Wolverine. I don't want to be like this. This sucks.
Welcome to the grown-up world, darling. You got a long way to go, and you can't make it on your own, okay?
Don't touch my wings, you pervert. Okay?
Your man Mars had his mutant blood transfusion last night, so we're all totally psyched to cut loose on these freaks, Mr. Sublime Sir. You should be able to see the Xavier Institute up ahead. Digitally precise. I like it. Don't get complacent, but don't expect too much real resistance. We've laid out their best soldiers on dissection tables downstairs. Mr. Xavier's mutant strike force is down to one uppity redhead and a bunch of gifted children with radioactive acne. I'd say we can pretty much do what we want at this stage.
Hank, we all have weird colds and infections. Something's happening, isn't it? I can feel something crawling around the edges of our lives, circling, picking us off one by one. Barnell? It's okay. It's okay. I won't come any further into your mind than you want me to. There. I know. It's all right. Stop shouting. I won't hurt. Oh, she smashed it all up. Everything's smashed in here. Oh, you poor thing. Oh, no. You didn't want to hurt him. It wasn't you. I know. There was someone in there with you, wasn't there? Who was in the clinic with you? Who made you hurt Dr. McCoy? Charles!
Gene. He's here.
Yes, the Institute seems to be under some kind of attack. We could use a few squad cars here. There are children.
Help yourself, mutie.
Okay. Mrs. Gray Summers, I know we're only students and not X-Men, but we can help you fight. We're very good learners. We won't be learning today. We'll be teaching.
School's out. We want you on the lawn in alphabetical order. We know you're defenseless. We know you're defenseless.
Define defenseless. I guess you two must be on your honeymoon. You can't leave me here.
Yeah? Only reason I ain't kicked your butt this far is because it wobbles too much to keep track of. You're a mutant. The world hates you. Hell, even I hate you, and we only just met. Deal with it. Right now, I'm your only chance of making it through the rest of the day alive.
That looks great. Cut right there. No way. No way do I just cut this guy's head off. This is a joke, right? You think? This is your human initiation, Sawyer. You've sealed yourself in perfection and left the soil of the fallen world behind. Our rules are post-human rules now. A whole new morality. And he's not a guy, he's a mutant. So basically, you gotta get blood on your spacesuit. They won't bite. Martha, the mutant brain, is holding them fast. Out of my head. Something's screwing with Martha. She's losing control of them. Doesn't that mean... You should have kept your eyes on the Diamond Lady, you brainless cult. My mind is in charge here now. My pain is your fault. How's that, That's how my nose feels. The precise sensation of $20,000 of very delicate cosmetic surgery, as ruined by vandals, rerouted through your nervous system, times 1,000.
Plant the flag. This is where the mutant broods rear their youngest soldiers. Now the site of our first American organ farm. I hear they even have a machine in there that tracks down runaways. Can you believe they left us an organ locator? They may look human, team, but we are the human beings and nature made them to supply our needs. There are no active X-Men on the premises. You're all alone, Mrs. Summers, or whatever you are, so give it up, please.
This is a school, Mr. Mars, for mutants. You're here at 2 a.m. to cause trouble? Do you have any idea how far out of your depth you are? You're surrounded by invisible mutant guards. Turn around, go back to your cult leader, and tell him to expect a repair bill for our school gates. Miss Gray, do we have any invisible mutants? Not this semester. Just keep projecting your voices, Arena. Everything's okay.
Mars, dude, I know we can hear him whispering all around, but I have killed iris grafts and I'm scoping all the way down to infrared right now. If there were any invisible people, they'd be giving off body heat. Figures. Load scalpels. Remember, mutants have different nervous systems and don't feel the pain of existence like we do.
You're Emma's girls, aren't you? Has she taught you how to... Yes, Miss Gray. We know exactly what you're going to say. We think it's a wonderful idea.
We'll be quick about this, I promise. Some of us are a lot more interested in the philosophy behind transspeciesism. He's right. You'll live on in us, transubstantiated as the third species, born ahead of our time, awaiting a germ-free future. Boring.
Ugh. Oh, God. What's happening?
Don't stand on me. I'm not a bug. I'm not a bug! Psychic attack drill! It's outside! Get attack drill! Girls inside! Things aren't real, or something. Synapse block inductors. Everybody, switch minds to off and function in the autoconscious state. Immune to psychic strike. Bring in the harvest.
As I was about to say, telekinesis means mind over matter.
I'm not scared. I'll match your natural powers with my electric blood transfusion.
No, I'm sorry. You won't. All your minds, looking out through those little portholes, naked insecurities crawling all over you like graffiti. So sad. You'll be quiet and you'll listen to someone else for just 5 minutes. Mind over matter? Think back to all that processed food you ate today to help calm your nerves. I'm thinking about it right now. I'm thinking about moving it up. And moving it down.
Waste recycle on. What's happening? It's all flying into bits.
I don't want you to get hurt, but you have to understand. The more you annoy me, the more I can't help thinking about deconstructing you, molecule by molecule, memory by memory, until there's nothing left but screaming, traumatized atoms. So don't patronize me, don't threaten me, and don't ever endanger any of my students again. Don't even think about it, or I'll know.
Xavier's Institute for the Gifted and Strange. Welcome home to the best-dressed asylum in town.
This is your so-called safe house? There's nude guys running out the door screaming.
Stay back.
Yeah, right. I've been 4 hours without food. You sold me on all kinds of banquets and kitchens and showers, and it was going to be oh so cool, and you better deliver, Wolverine.
Genie.
What's everyone looking at?
See, I don't want any of them loose. Don't you get it? That's the point of what I mean when I use the word restraint. Trap them and kill them. Tape the deaths.
Ah, there you are. You little...
Don't, please. My mom met your parents in the Hamptons. I go through agonies of conscience every time we have to hurt one of you beautiful creatures. Emma, I'm doing God's will.
Shut up. I am very cross about this. Very, very, very cross indeed. I look like a bloody heavyweight boxer. Emma, don't lose it. Please, Jean's right about this. Killing him would make things much worse. We can expose him now. We're X-Men, not vigilantes. Humans have to know they can rely on the morality of at least some mutants.
Voice of reason. You can't kill. Kill. All right. Kill me's good. Please, Emma. She says I should just let go. Martha says... Damn.
It was deliberate. I don't care what you think, Scott. He practically somersaulted from my grip. Great. So what now? We hope nobody saw? Publicity-hungry John Sublime says he has another stunt ready for the world's press this morning. The controversial and flamboyant entrepreneur who shocked the world when he admitted he secretly longs to be a mutant has vowed to... Martha?
Jeannie, you're shaking. You're okay, right? Last time you lit up like this, the whole universe peed its pants.
No, yeah, I feel amazing, Logan. I had all these negative feelings about Scott, but they're gone now. I feel great. Did you see what I just did?
Blind people saw it in Seattle, Jeannie. Hey, maybe you want to take the adorable angel off my hands before one of us has to die.
Who are these freaks? Oh, they're not,
Hank?
Jean, help. Professor X is trapped in this old woman's head. Help!
Professor X tried to kill his twin sister while they were both still in the womb. We ought to talk.